So here is another sketchbook tour. I've just completed this one here. I worked on these both at the same time. So yeah, another little sketchbook tour. This was white, it's got a little bit pink now. This is just collaged onto the front, which I think looks quite cute. So these are the hearts that were cut out from this piece of paper. Fold it in half, cut the hearts out, and there are the hearts there. Started June 24. And there's a little picture of it there, look. Pocket sketchbook. Yeah, one of the reasons I did choose these books was because I could just stick it in my bag or in my pocket, take it anywhere and scribble in it. There's nothing precious about these books. They were very cheap and they were just for everyday use really. Whatever I felt like doing in it really. I only took up the habit of having a sketchbook a few years ago. But now I've got so many of them on the go now. Did this drawing while sat in bed one day with a biro. This is a pine cone and a little box that I had on my windowsill. And then I've gone back much later and stamped. I've done a lot of stamping in this book. Same as the other red book, there's lots of stamping, which really, I think, really makes the page look a bit more interesting, decorated. Not sure what I've done this with here. I think I was trying to do things that I don't normally do as well in this sketchbook, like use colours that I don't normally use, just try different things out really. I think I was trying to get the idea of something, the feeling of something glowing as well. Probably those colours. I think I just got some new acrylic inks and I was trying those out. This one's like a shimmery purple, but I love how these are supposed to be like delphinium flowers, I think. I absolutely love how they've come out. They would have been done very quickly, and look, this, while the ink was still wet, it looks like I've dragged something through it to make these squiggly lines. I'm thinking it was the end of a pencil or the end of a paintbrush. And then much later on I went back, I did these little flowers quite recently. This is one of the first things I did in this book, I think. Not that keen on this, love this bit. One of my little borders. Yeah, this was playing with the new inks I'd got, the same inks. Got a selection of colours. I've never really used inks before, so I think I was just playing with those. Nice bright yellow. I really like the yellow one. Again, playing with some new inks, I do believe. This looked quite nice, this drawing, once, but I sort of ruined it a bit. I think I went over with a permanent marker. And I do like to make little frames for pictures. Very random, very quick scribbly lines. Doodles. I do like this. These waves. I want to practice this more. I have a drawing that I did this in, and some of it I love and other bits I really don't like. I'm going to do one. This is going to remind me to get one done soon. I'll show you the drawing. Very bright colours that I would not normally use again. Yeah, ugly art. I think I'd watched a video about deliberately making your sketchbook ugly so that you didn't get precious about it and you just used it as what it was intended for, just practice, just playing. That's all ripped here as well. This one, I do like the colours on this, and I do, the drawing's a little bit distorted, but the idea of this I really like. When I see this page, I like the composition. I like this. Is another one that I would like to work with and do a proper piece with maybe one day. Very nice fluid lines. Just a bit of journaling. Made it. Don't like that page. Little drawing of my daughter. Friday the 19th of July. Happy 35th birthday, Sinead. Margs in the garden. My daughters do like to make a margarita. It's a very hot day. Flying ant day, it says. Oh, awful drawings again. My daughter in the garden. This page is too busy. This is a weird drawing. I think I've been watching something about AI art, and I thought, well, AI art rips us all us artists off. I'll try and rip off and make my art look more like AI style art. It didn't work, but it's just an idea. I don't know what it is about this page, but I love this page. So it looks like I've done some watercolours in the background, and then if you get a fan brush, I've got a fan brush that I do this with, and I just love the mark making that you get with the fan brush. Yeah, don't know what it is about that page, very abstract, but just something about the yellows and the shapes, the mark making. Oh, I really like this page too. So I've obviously done some circles with different watercolours, and then done different designs in each circle. It's very cute. Very cute. And these are drawn freehand again, a continuous one-line drawing. Just when I was a child, I had a spirograph thing. You know, the thing with the little wheels like cogs, and you go, put a pen in, go around, and it does these all different patterns for you like this. I've always doodled those shapes, so I've got quite good at just doing those as doodles. So I was practicing getting them as even and neat as possible, just doing them by hand. Don't like these colours at all, but I quite like the patterns on this page. These are watercolour pencils, Derwent Inktense pencils, I do believe. I don't like those colours particularly, but they are great pencils. I'd like to get a few more of them. Quite nice colours and nice and soft here. My pages are always so busy. I must try and not do so much on every page. So, a little synchronicity, it says here. On Sinead's birthday, at the very moment Nick spoke the words, "I wonder if the tailless squirrel is still here." The tailless squirrel appeared right in front of them. And then also a scarab beetle, which, if you know anything about Carl Jung, the scarab beetle is quite significant when it comes to synchronicities. Drawing somebody watching a YouTube video. Sorry, Mr. Dr. Malhotra. It's a terrible picture. Love these stamps, love that colour. This is a jug of my brother-in-law's. What a fabulous shape it is. Absolutely loved the shape of that. I had to draw that. Random. This is done with a stamp over the top of some watercolour washes. Do you know what? I'm going to do something right now. That was done on plein air. I hate that page. Ugh, horrible. Horrible again. This is a cute page. I think I've made a video about recreating this page actually. I was quite pleased with how that turned out, so I did another picture in another sketchbook of it. Done with a little bit more care and planning, I suppose, but I don't think I even completely finished that. Oh, horrible colours. I must have put some washi tape here and then pulled it off. Oh, this is done in gouache, inspired by a painting my sister did for me. The colours are a bit murky, but it's quite pretty. I do like this deep pink colour here. That's quite cute. Done on the train back from Sheffield. That's my mug. Very, very poor drawing. Ah, this is just done with the fine liner at my friend's back garden. Done very quickly on plein air. That's my friend. A bit of journaling. That's my partner. My sister and my friend Karen again. She looks cool here. She looks like some sort of film star. It says, "Oops, sorry, Kaz." That's terrible. Oh, bird is on the roof. Again, another picture of my friend Karen. Oh, I love this page. So just some watercolour in the background, and this is done with a black pencil on top. Negative space drawing. Really like this for some reason. I like these sort of Art Deco style borders. This is a cute page. Very, I would never choose these colours normally. That's a nice little pattern. And I think I left some room to write a quote or something there. I think these are the tiles. I went to there's a restaurant in Nottingham called Cocoa Tang, which is fabulous. I'm sure these are the tiles on the floor. Yeah, and these are some of the cocktails from Cocoa Tang. I think I went over the top of this with this gorgeous colour, Neo Colour 2 crayon. Doodles. A family member drawn very quickly from life. I think he draws a picture of me a bit later on. I just discovered this pop lettering, which is very simple. Piece of glass that my brother-in-law has, Murano glass or something like that. Apparently it's very expensive. This is where my sister got her Caran d'Ache Neo colours. I bought some for her birthday, and she bought some for me for my birthday. Watching another YouTuber drawing live. This was done on plein air, I think, on a little holiday that we had for my partner's 60th birthday. There he is. This is a random person on the bus, I think. This was a page I decided to film and do some collage fodder. So I made this jug of flowers and a cat. Nothing, I mean, I've never made anything like that before. It's completely not like my style. Fun though. Very simple, easy to do. as it is, I really don't like this picture, but I would like to work on it as an idea for a picture. The composition, the shape. I do quite like that. Here I was just using up some ink that was left over. This took literally a few seconds with a brush with sort of quite jaggedy edges. Quite a dry brush. It took seconds. I really do like that. This is done while waiting for a train, or while waiting to be picked up from the train station. There's a pub near the train station in Sheffield. Old Queen's Head. It's a really old building. We had something to eat in there. Sat and drew that while we were waiting for food. This is a statue from in there, some sort of beam on the wall, I think. I think we've been on a walk, the family and a friend, and somebody had a Biscoff hot chocolate, I seem to remember. I drew that. I was just practicing these letters that you just make blocks and you just put these little shapes in to make the shape of the letters, and it's really good fun. So I was practicing that. I thought, truth and beauty, they're quite nice words to be writing. This was a Draw with Rob thing. Draw with Rob Biddle, a YouTuber. He's a children's author, illustrator. This was a drink presented to me by my daughter, a Brambles cocktail made by Ellen. I don't drink anymore. I'm sure I just saw a pattern on somebody's skirt at work, and I drew that really quickly. I think I was at work when I did it. That was somebody on a train or a bus. Oh, I remember, yeah, it was on a bus in Nottingham. Looking at their phone. Little biro doodle. I quite like this one. I do a lot of these doodles. Yeah, it's nice. Let's do more of that, especially this bit. I think I was just trying to fill a page here. Just doing some loops, just a nice exercise. You know, sort of calligraphy based loopy patterns. I gave my friend my sketchbook to play in, and that's the page she did. This one, that's really cute. And months later I thought I'd sort of try and not mirror it, but you know, use the similar colours. Those were as close as I could get with my felt tips. A very quick drawing done with a brush pen, maybe, I think. I'm trying out my stamp again. The same one as you can see here. I think it looks gorgeous in yellow. But yeah, it's fun. I'm going to try and make a little bit more of an accurate one, because this is just done. The first stamp I made actually was this one. Obviously it's really simple shapes, just stuck in a pattern. I might try and do it with a bit more precision so that I match it up a bit better. I think that was done while I was sat at the bus stop. That's opposite where I wait for the bus every morning. I think I was just trying to use up some paint here, making these leaf shapes. We could probably sit and doodle on those. Maybe I'll just do that right now. this is watercolour, probably watercolour. Just some little doodly patterns over the top. It's quite cute. This pattern's nice. Yeah, quite like that page. Simple. This don't like at all, but this page is quite nice. I think a little. Let me get my white pen. I'm liking this. Filling in bits and completing it as I film. Yeah. Good way of getting me to finish the sketchbooks properly as well. Just trying to think of a page to design. I was toying with the idea of making some handmade art journals to go in my Etsy shop, and putting a little prompts page, so designing a prompts page to sort of tuck inside one of the pockets with all different ideas for you to use. I'm going to draw a little prompts jar. Just trying my new, I got a new Sailor Fude pen with the 55-degree angled nib. Lots of artists use them on YouTube. They're fantastic pens. I've never had an ink pen that flows so well. Okay, so I'd had these ink blocks for a long time. Very bright colours on that page. Okay, this was something I was going to finish. It's going to be, maybe I'll just do this bit and you might be able to see. These are going to be strawberries. Little mice eating strawberries, that was going to be. Don't know what to make of that page. This bit's quite pretty. Not knowing when to stop, that's my problem. I think this was done looking in a mirror live, just standing up with my sketchbook, I think. This was done sat in a pub on a little weekend away for my partner's 60th, as was this one here. More of my stamps. I love this yellow stamp. I absolutely love this. So I think this is fluorescent markers and all various different yellow markers. Some yellow acrylic ink on top, done with a stamp. These were done at the bus stop on the way to work. Here's the portrait of me done by this young man here. Where is he? Yeah, so I did that one of him while we were in my sister's garden, and he did this one of me. These are all my wrinkles, as you can see. Trying out some new pens that I bought. And this is on the day I bought them. Look how dried up this one is. Not good. Trying out markers. This is too busy on the eye, but if it needs some sort of borders, and there's some nice bits there, you know, the frames around some bits would be quite nice. Well, let's do that right now. yeah, just a little quick drawing. Oh, weird doodles. It's quite cute. Similar to the cover. I do like cutting out 3 little hearts and then using the hearts in the design. It's a really cute little idea, I think. This is nice. Just making up a little design there. I like this, can you see? My great nephew, done while he was running around in my sister's living room. He's in Nanny's house. I quite like this page. It's just some scribbly watercolour pencils underneath. I'm doing a coloured background, and then later I just drew this little scene on top. Look, cute house. Nice to live there, wouldn't it? It's quite cute. This is a drawing done on a post-it note I did years ago that's been, one of those things that float around and you tidy up and find it over and over again. So at last I just didn't want to throw it away. I don't know why. It's very messy and scruffy, but I quite liked it. So I stuck it in there and made some more yellow on the page to match it, and then this is some collage on top, some little reeds. Pretty. Oh, coming to the end. That's another day. I was on the same day trying out the pack of yellow markers that I'd bought, and I think all the yellow markers that I own, which is not that many really. I think we're going a bit over the top with the colours there. I think I started out with the hexagon grid, like practicing drawing hexagons. It's a little bit busy, isn't it? Just swatching some pens. I was probably with my grandson doing this. And I think we're coming to the end. I think somebody mentioned this person on a video I was watching, so I wrote it down at the time. I don't know. I don't think I ever went back and checked him out. Her out. And that's the end. So it is now June 25, so it's taken about a year. Well, it does say completed, as in I've virtually finished. There are some pieces that I might one day go back to, who knows. But for now we'll call it completed. June